subscribe. I got my wife on here. We talking about explicit languages, y'all. And I'm getting this on a woman perspective. You feel me? So we're going to talk about this just a little bit. And the rest of this I'm going to cook. The first word is F-U. And I'm pretty sure you know what that is. Let me spell it out for you. F-U-C-K. You can even spell it the alphabet U or the word Y-O-U. Babe, how you feel about F-U?
I mean, some people take it literally. Some people literally mean like somebody's telling them to come F them or whatever. But to me, it's just rude and abrasive and just straight out disrespectful.
Have you ever experienced that word for as a man or a woman?
I've been told F you by a lot of people. Men and women.
Me too. Was it work related or was it personal?
Kind of both of them.
Kind of both of them. Did they ever piss you off when they said that?
It did.
Was there any rebuttal or anything?
I mean, well, before I became who I am now, there was definitely a whole lot of rebuttal.
And who are you right now?
I am a Buddhist now.
Oh, I know that, right?
I have to watch what I say and how I say things so as not to break the Buddha code.
I know that's right. And what is the Buddha code, might I add?
Critique your words.
So if I decide to call you a B word, who at fault, me or you?
If you call me that, that would be on you.
Oh, so I gotta learn how to critique my words, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me just say this. The F word was mentioned in my world several times. For as personal and work. They didn't like how I was carrying things. I guess they didn't like how I looked too. I don't know, man. People just weird. I mean, but the word F-U can go across the board. It can go from elementary school to middle school, high school, college, workforce, home. People use that word all the time. And I think they use that word instead of saying F-U, it's almost like a forget you.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, except that they critique it more vulgar. Yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say about that. We're going to get to number 2, the word slut. How you feel about the word slut?
That's another very derogatory word for females. But some women bring that word upon themselves because they choose to be out here just throwing the coochie around like it's a piece of steak.
Right.
So the word slut can be derogatory if you don't know too much about the female that you're calling a slut. People always ask. It can be taken in a couple of different aspects. It could be somebody calling a female slut assuming that she gets around. Or calling them a slut because they refuse to give it to them.
So you trying to say we just do it because we being spiteful?
In some cases, yes.
Like a form of rejection?
Yes.
Have you been called a slut before?
A couple of times in life.
And why they called you a slut?
Honestly, all this time now, I still don't know that answer because I never bothered nobody. I stayed to myself. I wasn't out here flaunting like I was throwing my coochie at people. I'm one of them types of females. Like when I'm in a relationship, I want it to be a long relationship. Not one of them ones where okay, it lasted for about a year. Time to move on to the next one. That one didn't work. Time to move on. I ain't doing all that. I'm too old for all of that.
So basically, you don't want a high body count.
Nope. Sure don't.
That makes a lot of sense. I can dig it.
And the whole factor of trying to start life all over again, I'm not trying to do all that either.
Right. Me personally, how I feel about the word slut. Me personally, I think it's derogatory. I think it's another derogatory word, like up there with the B word. You know what I mean? Like for real, just because I'm trying to give you play and then I get rejected, the first thing I'm gonna throw out of desperation, you was a slut. You probably gave it up anyway. I heard you gave it up anyway. That's why I tried your ass anyway. See if I tried my hand with it. Me, I think it's just derogatory. That's just all. It's just another cop out and another insult that a man throw at a female out of form of rejection. But there are, don't get it twisted, there are some hoes out there, don't get it twisted. Because they the ones that be spreading all the diseases and babies that unwanted babies that you don't want. Those are the ones that be on the welfare systems, the sluts.
They're the ones that want to keep having babies and get money from the state.
Right. That part. Number 3. And this is gonna be funny, y'all. Me, I think it's funny, y'all. Dick suckers. Has anybody ever said to you, babe, that you got some dick suckers?
I've been told by many people I got DSLs.
What? How'd you feel about that?
I was very offended and kind of flipped out and cussed them out from one end to the next.
Yeah, I bet. Was that towards male and female?
Mainly men.
Oh, you talking about the perverts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I experienced that one time. And it ain't got nothing to do with being sexual either. It was out of derogatory gesture from a black woman. Now, and what I mean by dick suckers, like I said before, man, ain't got nothing to do with sex. It has something to do with me running my mouth. She critiqued it. I like how she critiqued it. By me being, what I'm looking for, opinionated, she used that in a derogatory sense. By you keep running your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Keep basically running your lips. You need to shut up and listen to what the hell I got to say, basically. And that's how I feel about that. Number 4, and this is gonna be funny too, y'all. Suck my dick. Man, how you feel about that word, sucking my dick?
I mean, to me, that's the derogatory way to say anything to anybody when you walk up to them and tell them to suck my dick.
Have you ever heard anybody told you to suck that dick?
I had a female tell me to suck her plastic dick.
There you go. I'm sorry, yo. How did you feel about that when she told you to suck her wood?
I look at her sideways and be like, what dick you got?
I'm sorry, yo. That's funny as hell, yo. Oh, man. Let me ask you this, babe. When, speaking of suck my dick, right? How do you feel about a man telling another grown-ass man to suck my dick?
To me, that sounds like a gay gesture.
I thought it was just me, yo.
Nah, that definitely sounds like a gay gesture on the low.
Have you ever heard a grown-ass man tell another grown-ass man to suck that dick?
Yep. In the streets, I've heard dudes beefing in the streets. And girls I'm telling each other, suck my dick, you MF and blah, blah,
Oh my goodness, yo, are you serious?
Yeah.
Man. Out of my decades of living, I heard that word used critically when I was growing up. I thought it was like a form of insult when I was younger. We're talking about young, we're talking about like a teenager, like 15, 16. We don't know no better because we hearing these insults on television. Remember, when we see things on TV, we thinking that it's cool as a kid because, you know, TV is our role model. You see what I'm saying? Role models are very impressionable. It's almost like, remember back in the day, you thought it was cool to smoke a cigarette? You had a lot of cool niggas and you had a lot of cool women that you thought, oh man, I'm gonna be like them when I grow up. Celebrities are impressionable. So we get these vibes as kids and teenagers, and then we hearing it in rap music, not realizing they're encouraging us to talk this type of vulgar language. But when you grow up and you start seeing what needs to be seen, and then you start to like, dang, why did I tell this grown man to suck my wood, knowing daggone well I'm not gay? You see what I'm saying? One day a nigga might say, yo, suck my dick, X, Y, and Z to another grown-ass man, and you know what's gonna happen? Since the world is full of rainbow now and it's more accepted as it is today, right? A nigga gonna say the most craziest thing and he agree with the nigga said. How you gonna feel about that? And that's how I feel about that. We gonna go to number 5. And I ain't gonna say the word, I'm gonna just spell it out. The B word. B-I-T-C-H. Man, how you feel about that word?
Well, technically, the B word does really stand for a female dog. But a lot of females and a lot of men use it in derogatory ways. And, like, to me, I think it's a bunch of hoopla BS crap. Because either way you look at it, female or whatever, like, it's still disrespectful.
Right. I really ain't got nothing to say about it. The closest thing I got to say about it, you basically just took everything out of my mouth what I wanted to say. I can agree exactly everything that you uttered. But see, here's the thing though, what you didn't say. It's critique in rap music.
Well, yeah, I mean, that too. I mean, it's definitely in a lot of rap music, but again, that's males disrespecting females. Because pretty much all the rap songs are sexually exploited music. Talking about females doing this to them, females doing that to them, blah, 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 wooty woot, and B's doing this, and B's doing that, and B's this, B's that. Like, come on now.
Shit, you just said so many bees. I thought I saw a beehive somewhere. You feel me?
Right, like, come on now.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, yo.
I'm sorry to say, a lot of this newer crap they put on the rap stations now.
Right.
To me, it's basically them legally through their lyrics being able to disrespect women, which I think is wrong.
We blame the industry for that.
Exactly.
We blame the industry for that. And here's the thing, the women are accepting that word now.
I'll be damned.
I can do, but it's more accepted now in the urban communities. We gonna go to number 5. No, not number 5. Number 6. Oh man. Now this is controversial. Now, the The word nigga. N-I-G-G-A. How you feel about that word, babe, nigga?
Well, I mean, it's kind of gotten to the point where, like, people use it as a friendly term to their homeboys and stuff in the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got some people that use it in a disrespectful way. And the N-word, to me, I don't like it, period. Because it just sounds disrespectful and derogatory anyway.
Right.
So even when I hear the homies in the street saying this to their boys and what, I'm looking at them sideways like, really, yo? Like, why? But I just think it's just an ugly word.
Well, as a black man, allegedly a black man, what we characterize ourselves as, which is more acceptance, I'm not setting myself in as a black man. I already told people what my nationality is, okay? Once again, like I said before, the last thing we talked about, when you growing up, you feel me, they critique words, watching stuff on TV. The celebrities, they use these critique words, and we thinking that is cool. Like I said, the rappers, nigga this, nigga that, SYDOUB word, nigga this, you, nigga that. Keyword, nigga. We got mad of acceptance. It's almost like, what's up, my nigga? Yo, that's my nigga, yo. My nigga and I the other day, you know what I'm saying? Why whoop-de-whoop. We critiqued it, we swagged it. And that's how I feel about that. Number 7, oh man, it's gonna piss niggas off, yo. Nigger. N-I-G-G-E-R. Babe, how you feel about the word nigger?
Basically the same way I felt about the other word. It's derogatory, it's ugly, it's nasty, it's disgusting. And I just hate that word. It's just a very, very rude, disrespectful, racist term.
Might I ask, what's your nationality, babe?
Italian and Cherokee Indian.
You're in an interracial marriage, right?
Yes, I am.
Has anybody used a derogatory state or other ignorant slur by you being married to a dude that's not your color?
Oh, I was called an N-lover and all types of stuff.
And how do you feel about that?
Oh, it pissed me off because one thing in my life, first of all, I was never taught color.
Mm-hmm.
I got family members, like first and second cousins, that are all biracial.
Mm-hmm.
We all bleed the same, and we're all human beings.
Right.
Like that word just makes me sick to even hear it.
Right. Have I ever been called the word nigger before? Yeah, one time. I was in Hampton. I was dating a girl over there. She was my same color, but she wasn't from here. She was from DC. And they got into a conflict with one of her girlfriends. And an older white dude, probably like in his 40s, maybe 50s, he kept calling her a nigger. You feel me? I'm like, yo, you gotta watch how you critique your words, X, Y, and Z, whoop-de-whoop. And he felt as though he was privileged to drop the M-bomb. Then y'all start calling me a nigga. So then I ended up getting upset to the point that all the girls had to hold my ass back. I was probably like 18 or 19 years old. Now, knowing what I know now, I would have threw past the girls and beat his old fat hillbilly ass. And that's how I feel about that. We gonna go to number 8. Trailer park trash. Babe, how you feel about trailer park trash?
There's still people too, regardless of where they live at. I
don't feel no different. If you live outside, you live outside. Yo, as long as you got a roof over your head, I don't give a damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's still people, regardless of where they choose to live at.
I mean, I don't care about that. That's how I feel about it. We'll go to number 9. We're going to talk about studs. And I ain't talking about men. I'm talking about female studs. How you feel about female studs, man?
I mean, honestly, I really don't have no opinion about a stud because a lot of my friends that I grew up and stuff with were either drag queens, studs, or just outrightly gay.
Right. I don't care what they are. Just don't bring it around me. If they studs and they like the same things I like basketball, video games, and stuff like that, that's cool. But just don't bring your energy over here towards me. And that's how I feel about that. We're going to go to number 10, the word faggot. Faggot. How you feel about that word faggot?
I mean, I think it's another derogatory word to judge somebody.
Well, I mean, once again, growing up, being around surroundings. I got cousins that are gay. And I used that to my leverage. They were actually gay. And I wasn't just saying it just to be an asshole. They played with dolls, you know what I mean? They wore the wigs. Nigga, you acting like a little sissy. I mean, what you want me to call it? You want me to censor my words? No, I'm going to tell you the truth, nigga. What you doing right now is foul and wrong. And that's how I feel about that. We'll go to number 11. Honky. Hunky. Babe, how you feel about the word honky?
To me, it's just another racial slur. So to me, it's ignorant and disrespectful.
I can agree. I ain't got much to say. It's just another curse is all that is to me. That's how I feel about that. We'll go to number 12. Goofy. How you feel about the word goofy, babe?
Goofy is just goofy. Like, it can be meant funny, or it could be just somebody doing something stupid. To me, it's just a word that can be used in multiple different situations.
Yeah, it's more like a comical thing, man. You acting all goofy. Yo, stop acting goofy, yo. Like, you're a comical dude. You like the humor things. An insult is more like, man, that nigga is a goof. He's a clown, man. He a goofy ass nigga. Why you hanging with that fool? It can go like a yin and yang effect. It can mean a good thing or a bad thing. And that's how I feel about that. Number 13. Eat my pussy and ass. How you feel about that, babe?
Ew? I mean, some people like that stuff, and I just think it's. I don't know. Like, to me, it just sounds nasty and disgusting and very derogatory.
It's in rap music. They be them female rappers, man. They be twerking off of that crap. Well, me personally, like I said, man, it's critique in rap music, mostly in a female version of the aspect for sexual exploits, and that sells music. Selling pussy is another form of prostitution in the record music, and that's how I feel about that. Number 14, the word cunt.
Boy, you say the word cunt to the wrong one, that go your life.
Yo, that is an old school word, like a bug, yo. I hear that word since like the early 90s, you heard it. When I told you that word yesterday, how did you feel about that word? Come again?
Yo. You like this, yo. The last person that called me a cunt got a broken face.
Hey, yo. Well, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't call a woman out by her name. That's all I got to say about that. Number 15. You mother effing B. How you feel about mother effing B?
Well, I mean, it's in rap music again. People use it so regularly in the street.
Mm-hmm.
People are so equipped to calling each other MSMBs and MFers and, you know, this, that, and the third. It's like, what else can really anybody say about that word other than shut up?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know any dudes that use that word. We're swagging a little bit. We use the word mother effer. That's like a female thing. I don't know no real dudes that use that type of language. You mother effing B. That's like a girl thing. And that's just how I feel about that. And if you talk like that, nigga, then something is wrong with you. Your testosterone is suspect, nigga. We're gonna go to number 16. Smut. S-M-U-T. Babe, how you feel about that word, smut?
Again, that's another word that can be used in multiple different situations.
Mm-hmm.
It can mean something derogatory and nasty to a woman. It also literally and legally means something that controls water and stuff or whatever. So kind of like one of them scenarios where, okay, it can be used in a couple of different ways. But again, it still just sounds disrespectful.
Y'all hear that, right? My wife did the research on that. Y'all check it out. Watch how y'all talk. We're gonna go to number 17. Dickhead. Babe, how you feel about that word, dickhead?
Well, I'm sorry. I've been quite frequent with calling people that.
Why you calling a dickhead, babe?
Because they want to talk smack to me, disrespect me, stuff like that. Still, my only rebuttal in situations that I was in with them was to call you a dickhead and walk away from them.
I'm sorry. At least you keep it in a book. I use that terminology a few times. We critique it instead of us saying, oh, he or she is a jerk. Like, man, he act like such a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you act like an asshole. A goof. It's another form of word of an insult. That's all it is, man. We just swagged and critiqued it. And that's how I feel about that. Oh, man, this gonna make somebody really mad. We're gonna go to number 18. Dyke. D-Y-K-E. Babe, how you feel about that word, dyke?
I mean, I do the same thing. Like, I don't even know. Like, honestly, I can't even give you an answer to that because I really don't know how I feel about that word because I've never been put in a situation where somebody has ever called me that. So honestly, I really don't know an answer to that one. I don't.
Well,
for once, I don't know a response to that one.
I can dig it. I use it. I ain't gonna hold you. I use it as an insult because they want to act like an asshole, man. And they were literally lesbian. You know what I mean? So since you want to claim like a dude, you know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing but a dyke. That's another form of an insult of a low blow. And that's how I feel about that. Oh, this is gonna make people mad. I don't understand it. I don't know where the word terminology came from. Number 19. The word snow bunny.
Yo.
Hey, how you feel about that?
Oh my goodness, yo.
Mm-hmm.
No bunny to me is a very, very, very racist, derogatory word used towards white females.
Have you ever been called a snow bunny before?
Oh my goodness.
There you go. How did you feel about that?
Well, it led to violence.
Hey, yo, you is, right? And this is a woman, not no little girl. We talking about a grown-ass woman that handle her business. Now watch what you say to these grown-ass women that knock your ass out.
Yeah, it kind of led to some violence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Am I proud of how it ended? No, I'm not. But you're not going to sit up there and disrespect me and call me a snow bunny.
Right.
Because I didn't give you no play, no feedback, no none of that.
Mm-hmm.
So because I rejected you, you want to call me a snow bunny B? No.
Oh man, woo, dang, that's really like a low blow for real. I can dig it. I really don't have no words. I let her take the floor. I ain't got nothing to say about that. And actually, all women is the same. There's no such thing as a derogatory thing when it comes to a color. You can't help who you love, nigga. And that's how I feel about that. We gonna go to number 20. Boy. B-O-Y. Man, you ever use that terminology, boy?
Honestly, I have not, so I have nothing to say about that one. I've never been in a situation to have to be using that word or whatever. I've never been in that situation.
Well, I didn't use it, but I was around it. Boy, come here. Boy, if you don't stop doing what you're doing, boy, you need to do this or you need to do that X, Y, and Z. Have I actually heard a white nigga say that? No. And that's how I feel about that. Number 21, a wet dog. Babe, how you feel about the word wet dog?
Oh, well. First of all, y'all, how can a female smell like a wet dog, y'all?
Right.
Especially a female that keep herself clean, take care of herself, do all the extra stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have been called a wet dog more than once.
Mm-hmm.
And it really took a whole lot out of me not to react on that. But of course, when it was said to me, the person that said it was a over the phone gangster, and never said it to my face. Because I feel like if they would have said it to my face, they probably already knew it wasn't going to end well. So
right. I have no rebuttal. I have none. I think this is a racist slur. Has anybody else been around a wet dog? I've been around a wet dog. My actual dog. My dog, when she used to stink, when we had a Mitsu Shih Tzu?
No, we had a Yorkie
Okay.
mix.
When we had that brand of a dog, I had to wash my dog every week. I had to wash her with a special type of shampoo, Dawn dish liquid, whatever type of Dawn that you want to avoid fleas and ticks, and a conditioner. She smelled like a wet dog. Now, if you don't wash your ass, you know what I'm saying, it don't matter what race you are, nigga, you're gonna stink. You're gonna smell like garbage. Cause I literally work with niggas that smell like garbage. You gonna work with niggas that smell like a wet dog. You know what I'm saying? Don't use no soap, no lotion, no nothing, no oil, no nothing. That's what niggas that don't wash their ass. And my wife wash her ass every day. That's how I feel about that. Number 22, carpet muncher.
That's just a derogatory word that gets used towards lesbians.
That's how I feel about that. I can agree. Number 23, the final one. Eat my booty.
Whenever do people want to talk about eat my booty? Do y'all not know how many germs and nastiness is in somebody's booty, yo?
Facts. You know men is starting to like that now, yo? You know men is starting to like that crap now? How you feel about men that like to get their asshole ate?
Whatever floats your boat, buddy, because that's disgusting.
Me personally, anybody fiddling and diddling with a man's booty hole have gay characteristics or traits. Doing it to a woman, that's something different because women like certain things. They need to get certain points in their body to get taken care of, like multiples of orgasms. I dig it. That's a good gay way to actually get multiples of orgasms on a woman. But when a man do it, nigga, you're gay. You're gay. You let another girl fiddle and deal with your ass, you get pounded with a dildo, any type of characteristic like that, nigga, you are gay or bisexual. Me personally, I prefer the word gay because a man not supposed to be penetrated, only women. We at the end of the show. Is there anything else you'd like to say, babe?
Nope, I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
You good, and I'm good. And on that note, we all good, and we gone.
If you reach for my chain, I'm going to send your ass to God. Don't ask me about my pieces or you will see Jesus. I'm just letting you know, if you so happen to look at my chain, I'm going to blow your ass off. If you so happen to ask, bro, hero, can I touch your chain? I'm going to blow your ass off. If you so happen to just stare at my chain, I'm going to blow your ass off.